Hi, my name is Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't gone to my website, please go to jonieswhitelighthealing.com and you'll find out more information about how I became gifted with abilities. I used to be a therapist. I wasn't able to do any of the psychic and healing things that I do now, and I didn't believe in any of this whatsoever. Around 2003, 4, 5, I had a spiritual awakening and I began doing mediumship and healing, etc. And now this is what I do for a living. You could find me on Facebook. Please like my Joanie's White Light Healing fan page. And if you'd like to friend me, please message me and tell me how you found me. You could find me on LinkedIn, Twitter, and SoundCloud. Here on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and press the bell all icon. You'll receive notifications of when I put out another video. Like, share, and please comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any requests for future videos, I take them into consideration. I will find out what you're interested in, putting a comment down under any video. I bring in the highest of Christ-like consciousness, meaning the ones who have experienced enlightenment. There are no timestamps on this video. This is March 5th, 2021. And if you're watching this at another date, Spirit knows who watches and when. So if it resonates, that's great. And if not, I suggest putting it on a shelf because you might have an aha moment at a later date. And if it doesn't resonate, you can trash this. It's just fine. Tune me out, turn me off, it's just fine. We don't resonate with everyone, and that's perfect. Everything's divinely ordered. I bring in, ascended masters, archangels, angels, departed ones and guides, elementals, consciousnesses, and star beings. So with that being said, this is a March love reading for marrieds and for partners living together and for ones dating and for singles. And what I do is I put my Joanie aside and I bring in the highest of, I bring in my guides and I see what they have to say. So this is for March 2021. And if it resonates, great. And if it doesn't, you could put it aside or you can trash it. All good. So here we go. Gonna go in. Well, there were some bollockses during this time in the past few weeks, some mess ups, and we could call them disasters. We could call them falling out. And there's a lot of blame going on. So people are trying to pick up pieces here. So for some of you, you might have ended a relationship. You might have said that you no longer are interested. You don't want to see them anymore. But it seems that words have been said, and that there's quite a bit of anger and someone is feeling very, very shamed. Watch what you say and how you say it. This is a very sensitive time, and it's also quite tenuous. There's a lot of tension and stress, and that with grace and ease, you can explain how you feel. You could repair. You could ignore if you'd like, but there is someone definitely who needs encouragement after the wrath that you imposed on them. So regarding these breakups, I feel like a bunch of them were holding on by a thread, and they were not healthy, and they were more for quote unquote entertainment's sake, that people were just, it was like a folly. People were involved for the benefit of themselves and not for the sake of other. It was like a nice warm blanket, like a cozy comfort type of a thing. So this has happened. It feels across the board for quite a number of souls that were paired up. I'm not seeing as much married as I'm seeing like long-term relationship and some fast, quick dating. This period of breakup, there's a theme here of like shattered dreams, that some people kind of woke up and said, what am I doing? I shouldn't be here. Why am I doing this? So for the ones that were in it for a long time, they were almost horrified. Like, I can't believe that I'm doing this, and I have for so long. And for the ones that were doing it over a short period of time, they quickly woke up and said, this is wrong. I can't do this. In either case, it was an awakening and it was a quick boom. And just, it's as if like someone's going through a windshield, just a really big shatter. So there are a lot of emotions that are going on for those folks that are in that category. Healing is necessary, journaling, writing it out, speaking with people, talking about it, and really getting a grip that you're okay, you're able to continue on, and you need to take a look at what you were in. So some of you were the breakuppers and some of you were broken up with. And whichever the case, these relationships were not sound. And you need to ask yourself a lot of questions rather than blame, shame, regret, embarrassment, and all of that. It's best to take a look at the past and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And really sit with yourself. Now, it's not a process that just happens overnight. This takes time. So you could have aha moments for years. So be aware of the ahas that come up and take note of it, because they are your soul that's processing, your heart, your mind, your guides coming in, your higher self having chats with you, and a coordinated effort all around for you to grow as a soul. Okay, I'm going to go back in. And I offer y'all healing, by the way. I wish you well in your process of healing. Okay, I'm going to go back in, see what more Spirit has to say. There are a bunch of people that are saying this is very dull. This is a dull time. I am bored, and it's kind of like a foggy mist of gray and boring. So for those of you that are twiddling your thumbs, take time out and do things that make you happy. You join in with friends, and that I don't feel that you're comfortable going out and dating right now. This dull feeling is, it's almost like a pullback, that you don't want to be around others right now. And it's just not feeling good. It's like a sour taste, almost bitter. So this takes a while. I'm going to go and see when this kind of clears up. I feel like by June. So for those of you that are feeling dull, that are in Dullsville, you're slowly going to be coming out of these trenches and brushing yourself off, and then I feel like you spark up. Let's see if there's anything more about the dull time. Some of you are saying I'm broke and that I don't have the money. So for those of you that feel that dating is a hindrance because you don't have the finances, I believe that it'll take time for you. I believe that you will be on the scene when you feel comfortable. It could be anywhere from a month to a few years, depending on your being in sync with your idea of dating and finances. I can't impart to you, and Spirit can't impart to you. You can take a walk against anything. So this is for you to come up with your conclusions about money and dating. So is dating free? Is dating a concept that involves long-term commitment with rings, rocks on the finger, and fancy vacations and sporting new jackets? Or is this something that can be possibly something low-key where you're not dropping a lot of money on a date? This is for you to go in regarding, I don't have the money. My finances are low, therefore I can't meet anyone. Is this true? I don't know you, and I don't know what your situation is, but Spirit might smile and say you can make anything work with a smile and a wink. So we're going to keep going now. Let's see. I see there are some children that are hoping that there is a breakup, that there is a marriage that's going on that feels very uncomfortable. And there's one child that's kind of weepy and very sad and just hoping that mommy will say something because it's ridiculous. So for those of you that are in relationships that do not feel comfortable, check out and see how your child feels. Be in touch, be on the pulse of your child or children, because there's some sadness going on here in the family, with the child or children, and they'd like for you to make a decision. A breakup would be phenomenal as in the eyes of this young child. So Spirit knows who is watching, and you need to check in with how you're doing in your relationship and whether your child or children are suffering, and what holds you back from making a separation that would free not only the child or children up, but yourself as well. I'm going to keep going. Okay, so if you are single and you see a lot of pairs around, I'm seeing some people are mocking and are jealous and are wishing ill on the couples because they are envious. This is a lower vibration, and I found that jealousy, competition, envy, and wishing ill on other is not only a block, but it has a boomerang effect. And when you put out the negative energy, it comes right around and you could get it back more than just one fold. So you need to go inside and check out the pain that you have. You need to see why you expected and what happened where you came to the conclusion that the other people don't deserve to be happy. Therefore, you're going to wish ill on others. It would be a good idea to look at past relationships and see whether you have done the forgiveness work, whether you have accepted past endings, because if you haven't and you have anger towards other from the past, you're bringing this with you into your now moment and you're projecting it forward. And it seems that it would leave a slime trail with a block in terms of entering into future relationships. I'm going to keep going in. March 2021. So I see a man, and Spirit gives me metaphor, rack 'em up. Like I see pool balls, and they're just one stacked on the other, and they're conquests. So there are men right now that are, I see cheating, and I see just numbers, let's get through this one and this one and this one and this one and this one. And as if that's going to advance them if they just keep putting a notch in their belt. And I just see spinning wheels. I see that with every pool ball that's stacked on top of the other, that it's a false sense of accomplishment and lack of humility, and very important to take that hood off and comb your hair and clean your eyes and maybe brush your teeth, clean your act up, and see what you're doing, because you're hurting yourself. Sure, there are a lot of other people that are in the wake of your territoriality and your conquest, but you're not moving in the way that your soul would like. There are a lot of women that would like to see you, but in a different way, and that you're putting on a show, and it's not who you are, and that your best suit is hanging in the closet, and you haven't sported it. You need to get more in touch with who you are, how special you are, and don that fake grin, the fake wink and stare and beckoning. When you give it up, everything changes, and that you will be in a different arena. And I wish you well. There's work to do, and I believe that you are able to do it. Over time, you can. You might want to see a counselor to talk about people that have miffed you, that have really gotten you pissed off and led you on, led you astray, because I think that you're acting out what others have done to you. Okay, and go in a bit more about love. For the ones who wish to be partnered, dreaming is beautiful, and I suggest getting wistful, getting very dreamy, and using your visualization, your imagination. where you'd like to be. Is it a beach? Is it a country club? The sand, a farm. Um, Place yourself in locations in your mind's eye of where you are very, very, very happy. That's the first thing. Bring your mind and your heart, your spirit, um, etherically to locations that make you very, very peaceful. And then after you've done that type of a creative visualization meditation, then imagine who would come towards you and what their specs would be. What aspects of a mate would you like to see? So it's a way of getting very specific about your worth and who you believe that you deserve. And that if it's for your highest good, you can make this happen. And you could use this as an exercise. You can sit down and you could either close your eyes, you could have them open, and in a peaceful setting, you could go to that beautiful place and then imagine someone is coming towards you, and what types of traits would you project onto them of who you'd like to bring in. You could do this daily, you could do it weekly, you could do it sunrise, sunset, whenever you'd like, weekend venture, and then see what happens. And you put it out to God, Spirit, Source, Creator, whatever you want to call it. Say, well, if it's for my highest good, I really would like this. I'm ready. And see what happens. And if you do, and as a result of your utilizing this type of a creative visualization meditation, if you meet someone, please comment below. I'd love to hear what happens to you. That would be fantastic news. Let's see if there's anything left for March Love 2021. So there are some engagements. It's official, I'm engaged. So some of you have gotten engaged now, and congratulations. There's the dream come true that you have, and you are you're in awe, you're very humbled and in awe, and you're very, very grateful. And take time out for yourself now. If there's any bitterness that's left about something, work on that and remove that. You don't want to bring that into your relationship, into your future marriage. And generally, what Spirit says for all of you who are looking and dating and partnered, living together, married, what Joanie has been saying, and they're repeating, is stay sane. So this is a very challenging time for us all. And in terms of partnering and communicating and being with other, we might find ourselves more unsettled, uneasy, just finding it more difficult than in the past, with communicating, settling in, just feeling comfortable overall. So be aware of that and give yourself some of that latitude. Be sensitive to that. And maybe before you engage in a conversation with someone, if you're not feeling comfortable, settle in or time yourself out, or listen to some peaceful music, take a walk, take a nap, whatever you need to do. I'm not talking about taking a shot. Alcohol and drugs, no, none of the addiction stuff, none of the things that would take you away from being present-centered. Healthy ways to clear yourself if you need to go on a date, have a conversation, stay over, have a date night, be with the kids, and engage in some type of beautiful family experience, moving in, moving out, whatever it might be. Know that these them our times are extremely challenging, and that in the dating and love world and breakup world, things would be magnified. So I wish you serenity, and I hope that all your hopes and dreams are manifesting as we speak. Take care, y'all. Bye.